my name is Ayodele Abisagboola. Okay, born into a family of five, the firstborn. Currently, I'm the resident pastor of Christian Community Church International, which is my main work. And I have jobs. I also work as a logistician in a French firm, and many other things that I do. And I'm an entrepreneur, business-minded. Okay, and I'm passionate for God.
Alright, my name is Ayodele and Abosede Abisagboola, an event professional, also resident pastor at Christian Community Church International, and I'm also the first, well, from my mom, and the fifth from my dad. And I'm a happy person. I like to be in a happy space. I really love to be in a happy space. And you know what they call in new terms now, soft life. I love it. And God had that in mind. I was giving birth to on a Sunday. Hence, Abisagboola. And
I was born on a Monday. That's why I like work.
So God is a perfect match maker. You cannot bring it to me. A soft life and a work life in balance. You know, sometimes to me like it's 21 already. Wow. You know, it's amazing and it's been a wonderful journey. A wonderful journey, a deliberate wonderful journey. Because when we started out as friends, and that for me was very important. And that's why I said it's a deliberate journey. Because from the onset, I wanted and I was clear about what I wanted in a relationship and eventually a family. So that made it very intentional for me. So yeah, the emotions, all of the other things that should come with a good relationship or a marriage or a home were built over time. Because of that intentional choices that we made. So when I say intentional choices, how we see ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we plant and treat or take care of one another, way important for me and eventually for both of us. Because our friendship helped us to talk about a lot of things about our individuality and how we can come together to be the perfect, in quote, couple that we can be.
21 years. Yeah, 21 years sounds like, that's 2 decades. So we've been together for more than 2 decades. Yeah, more than 2 decades. And at times I wonder, am I sure? Then when I think of my firstborn, okay, it's 20. Okay, that's true, you know. But yeah, it's been, I mean, it ran very fast, meaning that it was not a boring 21 years, it was an enjoyable 21 years, because it's something that you enjoy that you won't know that, oh, it's time is actually running. Okay, it was an enjoyable 21 years. So, and you make it look as if you're not 21, maybe you're just 5 or 6 or, you know, something like that. So, for me, it's been wonderful. It's a revelation. When and where? When, in terms of time, was, I should think we met in 1998, late 1998 or 1999 thereabout, where he was in church. I was the head of counseling department, and she came to the church. And one of the services, she was invited by one of her friends, a very good friend, family friend, and after service, the normal introduction of first timers, she came around and I met her, and I mean, apart from every other first timer, because she's now a friend to somebody who is a sister, a close sister, then they gave me an opportunity to get to know her more, and just to understand where she's coming from and how we can help her to grow as a Christian. That was what was in my mind. God sees my heart.
Amazing. Okay, we met in church, and that's typically how we met. He was head of counseling at the time, and so each time a new person comes to church is welcomed warmly and celebrated, and after the service, the counselors meet with them to get their information and see how they can help them to bring them into the
Right.
church as well. Right, so that was how we met. We met in church. Okay.
My impression when I first saw her, oh, pretty girl, nice girl, babe, coming to our church, wonderful. We need to find a way to tie this one down in this church. Okay? We need to be at our best to ensure that she comes again. Okay, because then in church there were many young people like me who are bachelors, trusting God for the wife to come. Okay, so I mean, my first impression when I saw, okay, sincerely, my first impression, okay, this is a young person in Christ, and okay, we need to help this person to grow. But I mean, the beauty absolutely captured me, but let's see how it goes.
The beauty captured. Alright, so for me, first impression, I like the fact that he was very funny, he was jovial, he was accommodating. I noticed that those were things that I noticed, and he was quite friendly. So to say that they were about best behaviors, because they saw a beauty coming into church. I mean, I think I noticed that. So that for me was good. I mean, it was fun because, like I said, I'm a happy person. I just like to be in this space that gives me that joy. I can bubble. Yeah. So that was what's the first impression for me. He had the right words. He didn't have the Christian lingo kind of personality. So when I say Christian lingo, when you say bless you, sure, all of those lingos wasn't what he was using. And when it's time for us to apply the scriptures or the word of truth, they were applied in a very intentional and a tutorial way. When I say tutorial way, a way where you can get that information to utilize it for you, not to kind of use it to cause an unnecessary attention, to say that, oh, we are the
members, the ginger.
Yeah. In what ways? Oh wow. As much as I am perceived to like to talk a lot, I don't just want to talk. So it's not what I want to do all the time. So he likes to talk. And he likes to talk about everything and anything that requires to be talked about, which is not really important to you. Like, so in that our likeness, I like to talk, but not every time I want to talk, and then he likes to talk about everything that needs to be talked about. So that's another area. Another similarity I might say that we have is that I'm a dreamer, and I love beautiful space, amazing. Like I said, I just love the great part of God's creation of finished work, and just enjoy the finished work of God. I like that, and he also likes good things, and so I'm sure that was the reason why he was able to spot a good thing, me. And so I think that's another similarity. We like the best gift of God in any sphere he has created it. Whether in the realms or in the talk about it. There's that. How did you get it? So you were there, you saw it, I saw it too, so let's go for it. So that kind of a thing. So our prayer of agreement or our faith in what the scriptures can produce in our lives made it easy. We have that in life. So if I'm painting the way this house wants to look now, he gets it. I don't have to work too much. So he just gets it, okay, I get it, so let's get it done. What do we need to get it done? And then work toward it. So for us, even from the onset, it was never about money. So because we know that we can always produce money through the grace of God over our lives. And we're not lazy people, so we're not like calling money to come without applying ourselves to the gifts God has put inside of us to multiply. There's a gift of God in our lives, and that's why I'm an entrepreneur, and I work in the church and also serve in other associations where I can apply, the gift to benefit mankind. And it doesn't seem to at his work, at church, and all of that. So we know how God has put the gift in us to multiply, wealth and grace in our lives. So we have that in common, and we do that almost effortlessly because of that similarity.
I think, right from our first date, I discovered quickly that she has a passion for business. She's very enterprising, and I'm also enterprising. I do business. Okay, right from my school days, I was doing business. I remember when immediately after school, get fabric, sew t-shirt, polo t-shirt, sell it, like what Emmanuel is doing.
Wow.
I was doing that, and when I met her, I realized that she's also very enterprising. So our first friendship immediately made us to become business partners. Okay, because immediately after we consummated our friendship, we started doing business together. We started 2 ways together. It started as 2 ways chin chin. Yes. It started as 2 ways chin chin. She began to make chin chin. I remember the day we came up with that name. We were at the bank in Africa, and the warehouse room at Papa. We were thinking, what name are we going to call this business? Okay, Abosede Ayo. We call it 2 ways chin chin. 2 ways chin chin. We just started trading. You pack chin chin. You give it to me. I take it to my office. I sell it. I give her the money. She does it.
And we supply
from chin chin.
From
chin chin went to.
So where do we supply? Supermarkets and things like that. People can pick and buy.
So we have that in common. So very enterprising, business minded, and want to make money, ready to work, that kind of thing. I was very, very impressed, and because I work, so she's able to navigate and do the business. And from there, it moved to selling slippers, selling bags, things like that. So I will open the door for her in my office and some other place. She come meet people, and and she was doing what she was making money, and she was working, I was working. So we had that in common. We love good things together. I love good things, she loves good things. I have a very good taste, she has a very good taste. We love beautiful places. We love big houses, and she loves to travel. I love to travel too. We love to see beautiful places. So all of those things we are very, very things that are very we share in common. It helps us to bond faster. There's no way, like I said, there's no way that 2 people can be alike. And it's a law of life. Only opposite attracts. And when you talk of compatibility is talking about differences. Nobody is compatible. We all manage our compatibilities. Okay, so when we're talking about our compatibility, we cannot be compatible. You understand? So the degree, even the areas where we think that we are similar, the degree of that similarity differs. She could be more business minded than I am. You understand? So we just need to manage that. Like now she dreams bigger than I dream. At times I dream, when she dreams, I'm like, now there you go again. Okay? Calm down. So while I like dream, I also dream, but her level of dreams is, she dreams beyond the level and begin to dream of something that right now you can't even imagine that can be possible. So, so that's one So inside that similarity, there's a difference. Okay, but we have to manage that and to be able to live with that and to take that difference as a gift, to see it as a gift. Because over the years, I've now realized that those dreams are actually a gift to spoil you, to make you not to become complacent. Because some of the dreams that she had actually came to pass when we began to move towards the direction of those dreams. Okay, so those are differences. Differences in terms of the way we talk, the way we see life. Of course, our backgrounds are different, our upbringing are different. She grew up as a Muslim before she became a Christian. I grew all my life as a Christian in church. I'm a church boy right from the word go. So coming together to be able to begin to see life and be able to connect all our differences, to blend together, to appreciate ourselves. So our differences is really one of our major strengths, because what she has, I don't have. What I have, she doesn't have. So we actually complement. So it's like when you staff your own weakness. Okay? I was not initially not very outspoken per se, like I said. She speaks. She has this confidence. When she wants to speak, she speaks confidently. So I saw that, and by the time we began to do okay, yes, and I keyed it into that, and it came out of it too, and boosted my confidence, and so when we talk about differences, there's no way two people can be the same thing at all. Even if they're brothers or even their sisters, their twins, they must be different. It's how they manage the differences and take advantage of that difference to build a good relationship.
Yeah, another difference that I would rightly spot is the extremes that he can have. He can work tirelessly. He's never tired. He's never tired. So from work to church, from church to another thing, from another, and he can work 24 hours. So I'm like, there has to be time to take a break. So those are some areas where, like he said, those differences were used to complement each other. So by the time we need to take a break, he has the diehard energy to drive things till you can't even lift your hands anymore. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. That's one. And then another thing is that where we're different is like I'm very business minded, like you said. So if a certain fee or resource is for business, you won't find me using it for any other thing. He has to stay true for that, and why this and that helped us to be able to plan our finances. So we have a savings and investment account. We have an account for the children's school fees and different aspects of our lives. Because of that difference, we had to agree to have all those things. Howbeit, we are both signatories to all of those accounts, but they are there for those things. So that gives me peace, and it gives him, comfort to know that I'm at peace with whatever that we have. Otherwise, there are times that I'm always afraid that he might sow me to church or sow me to an organization. That how much my children there are thoughts that have crossed my mind, that I pray to God to please tell his son not to cross that line. But the Lord, I beg you, because you know me to have your daughter, I will submit to your will. Alas, please, Lord. That I'm telling you that extreme difference. And there are a lot of times that our fridge can be empty, but if we need to do an assignment, we'll put all our resources on that assignment. So even as I'm telling you, if we have an assignment that God has laid in our hearts, and the instruction is clear to both of us, if it means us closing down any investment to do what we have to do, that's what our difference is. But because we have created those compartments, it has helped us to be able to searching this city. In fact, a good example is this place where we are. When God told him, okay, we need to do this. And when I came to this place, I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't hearing anything. And I'm like, God, not again. It was just right after we moved from where we are to someplace. And, the only thing I could trust was the intuition that I have and the fact that God would always confirm his words to us. That's what kept me. And that's another unique difference, the ability to be able to understand how God, reaches out to both of us and how he instructs us in our lives and how we both agree to bring them to pass. Because these are things that can destroy relationships and homes when you are about to put a huge investment of your life, because it's going to affect a whole lot of stuff. It's going to affect a whole lot of stuff. It's just going to affect a whole lot of stuff because it's not where you are taking 5,000 naira to go and deal with something. It's talking about you using your annual income to be, to take care of something. So you really have to be sure that that decision is something you want to go all the way with your spouse to make, and whatever comes out of it, both of you are going to be there for each other to make sure that it works out. So those are those chests.
Maybe one day I'll just carry packet to you in offering them.
If you notice, I'm always carrying them. Where are they? Are they complete? Have they sold us to one ministry? That's a joke, really. I know you would do that.